Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. So ODM has been receiving a lot of accusations lately, ever since ODM decided to join hands with the UDA in running this government under the new formation of broad-based government. Now, of course, many people have accused ODM, specifically Raila Amolo Odinga. That's why Raila these days has been accused of being a traitor. Personally, I won't use that name on Raila Amolo Odinga because I know of the contributions he has had on this country. So the latest person who has decided to attack ODM and Raila Amolo Odinga is none other than Buzeki. And for those who've been following the politics in Rift Valley, you know very well that Buzeki and William Ruto have never been on the same page, matters politics. So in this latest attack from Buzeki, Buzeki has addressed some issues here, sent a very tough message concerning ODM involvement with the UDA. So allow me to take you through a tweet here from Buzeki. This is what he said. Those like me who did not play a role in electing His Excellency William Ruto, President, should steer clear of UDA politics. Parliament must focus on easing the burden on Kenyans caused by unnecessary political theoretics that will not solve the current poverty our people are experiencing. ODM are audacious political scroungers. They are the reason our country will go from bad to worse. Bottom line here, Buzeki says ODM is the reason why Kenya will go from bad to worse. So I want us to extend this analysis on that remark coming from Buzeki, and why is Buzeki saying that ODM is the one that will make Kenya go from bad to worse. Before we go further, please like this video. So important if you like this video. I am so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. How is ODM going to make sure that Kenya goes from bad to worse? We all know that ODM fronted 4 members of its party to take over those positions in the ministry. CS for mining, CS for cooperative, CS for energy, CS for treasury. Those are the 4 important positions that ODM took. Now, Buzeki says that ODM is the one that is going to make sure Kenya goes from bad to worse. Let's look at how these leaders are working right now. Take, for example, someone like Oparanya. We all know that Oparanya sent a very strong message to William Ruto, I think weeks after he was confirmed, that he should be allowed to work independently without interference. Back then, Oparanya was trying to address this issue of micromanagement, whereby Ruto was being accused of micromanaging those ministries. You are a cabinet secretary, but then he's the one who actually gives you orders on what to do, and goes to an extent of even having some information from your department through your juniors, and while you don't know about those kind of developments. So Oparanya realized that that was the position with Kenya Kwanza. So he decided to send a strong message to William Ruto that if he cannot be allowed to work, then he will definitely vacate office. Now, we've not seen that from CS Energy, but going back to Oparanya again, Oparanya lately talked about Hustler Fund and talked about initiating policies that will make sure that those people who defaulted on Hustler Funds will actually, the law will catch up with them. The main reason why that had to take place is because the Hustler Fund is under the cooperative ministry, and Oparanya being the person who is heading that ministry, it's upon him to make sure that this is done. Now, the question here that most people were asking back then when he talked about that is that during the demonstrations of Azimio, Oparanya is one of those people who said he Hustler Fund ni kitu amba haifai. I think you remember that story. And even Sifuna at one particular time said, take the loan, don't pay. So now is you must pay. that is now coming from Oparanya. Now let's go back to another thing that I think maybe Buzeki could be trying to mean. The issue of gatekeeping Adani deal. You know, when there was this grilling, you know, Senate grilling on CS Mbadi, Mbadi was being accused of defending Adani. You know, he was being accused of defending Adani. That is the accusation that came from Onyonka. And Onyonka told him, you cannot gatekeep anymore. You need to give us the facts. So there were some details which were being requested by those senators, which Mbadi was supposed to supply there. But then Mbadi did not supply and ended up referring them to the website of World Bank, you know, IMF. And even went to the next end of saying that there was no any other proposal, despite the fact that Onyonka had facts about a proposal, which was two proposals from two other companies that was interested in JKI deal. See? Then there's also this issue of Gachagua. I'm just trying to imagine what could have been the reason why Buzeki sent this kind of a message, deliver this kind of message, claiming that ODM will make Kenya go from bad to worse. There is this issue of Gachagua. You know, the main reason why this impeachment motion on Gachagua took center stage is because UDA found that they had numbers. You know, the moment ODM joined hands with them, they assumed that now they have numbers which they can use to kick out Rigathi Gachagua. So that explains why you find that this debate that is currently ongoing, that these impeachment motions that are being thrown out here and those narratives being thrown here, left, right, and center, are all meant to make sure that Kenyans forget about those scandals which are taking place. Mind you, in our previous analysis, we talked about 104 billion. That is money that is spent on the ICT, SHA ICT system. And that is already showing us a very, very bad picture. 104 billion, ladies and gentlemen. Then there's this issue of Adani Energy. You know, Adani JKIA. So many scandals are now, happening, and people can't talk about them because people are focused on, or rather fixated on, Gachagua. So the narrative that is being created out there and pushed so that it dominates the political scene is Gachagua's impeachment. Now, the bottom line here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Buzeki could be saying that ODM is the reason why this narrative has been propagated further. That without ODM's involvement in the whole matter, maybe this would have taken place. And also ODM has been accused that they are the ones who gave UDA a lifeline. That if at all they are not gone into this political marriage, UDA would be suffering. Right now, if you look at what is happening, the Gen Z's movement slowed down, you know, simply because of that ODM-UDA merger. The Gen Z's pressure is no more, by the way. It's not being felt right now. But we know that there's some secret plan ongoing about a possible return that is going to take place probably in 2027 during the ballots. I assume that is the time that this matter is going to surface again, whereby the Gen Zs might retaliate. When they retaliate this time around, they will be retaliating on the ballot. And that's going to have some huge repercussion on Ruto's re-election. Now, back to Buzeki. Now, Buzeki has given us a very important, a very shocking statement here. And let me take you through another tweet here. From the same Buzeki. Politicians should stop accusing and finger-pointing at each other's acquired wealth through plunder. That is just jealous among thieves, needless quarrels, and noise in the face of starving citizens. Just fix the economy so that the starving Kenyans can get something little out of their hard-earned sweat. And maybe you can also get something to steal from the leftovers. Stop plundering the cream. All the eyes are on the sufuria due to scarcity. Well, that is just a tweet that I wanted to share with you. It's coming from Buzeki also. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you also in agreement that ODM is the biggest problem, that Kenya is going to jump from bad to worse because of ODM? Go below in your comment section and you can offer a reaction on that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.